Good morning, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm just bringing a little trash bag over here to catch my trash. So welcome to Life with Annie. I'm going to do just a quick little something green for St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to do just a little fruit salad. And yeah, it's going to be good. So I thought I would hop on here and do it with y'all. I don't do a lot of St. Patrick's Day stuff. I picked this up a couple of weeks ago at Walmart, so I'd have something green to wear. And so I thought I'd just do this quick little fruit salad. It's easy and it's tasty, and I'm kind of following a recipe, but I'm kind of changing it and doing a few things that I like. So that's what we're going to do. So you're going to need, this is, I don't know whether it's called, it's a pistachio pudding fruit salad. So you need a box of the instant pistachio pudding. It gives it that little green color. You need a 20-ounce can of crushed pineapple with the juice. This recipe called for a can of fruit cocktail. I don't think I've ever made this salad with fruit cocktail before, but I'm going to do it today. And you need to drain this, which I've already done for the most part. It calls for some mandarin oranges. So this is an 11-ounce can here of mandarin oranges. It didn't call for the, I started calling these mushrooms marshmallows, but I'm going to add some marshmallows to it. No, I think it did call for marshmallows. It didn't call for nuts. So it's going to be about 2 cups of marshmallows. I'm just going to put a few nuts in mine because I like that texture in a fruit salad. And then I'm going to put a container. This is 8 ounces. I think the recipe actually called for 12 ounces. I've got more in the freezer if I need to thaw some out and add to it. But I think we'll be okay with what we've got there. And that's it. So we're just going to make this fruit salad quick and easy. So I wanted to give y'all an update. As far as the storms that came through, we were okay. I was scared to death because they led up to the storms with like, oh, we've never seen this before. You know, certain areas absolutely got hit hard and bad, and there was loss of life. And we all keep those people in our thoughts and prayers. Very sad, very tragic. Our area, I told Matt, I said, one of us needs to stay up, and because it was coming through overnight, and that is the scariest, because you can't see. There's no street lights around here. You can't see what's going on out there. You can hear it, but you can't see it. So I was with Callie on the couch, and I dozed off, and when I woke up, it was, I think, 12:30. Y'all, he's starting again. I'm going to put this pistachio pudding in here, and I'm going to add the pineapple, and we're going to mix that together. But Matt came through at that point, and he said he didn't really hear or see anything at that point. There was some storming going on. For this crushed pineapple, but nothing bad yet. So I got up and got in the bed, and I was awake till about 2 because they said it was going to come through between 2 and I think 8 a.m. I finally dozed off, and y'all, when I woke up, I didn't intend to doze off, but I just couldn't stay awake. When I woke up, it was like 5 in the morning, and I'm like, well, everything seems okay. Matt said he did hear a downpour of rain at some point, and he said he heard a couple claps of thunder, but nothing like what we were expecting, thank goodness. And everything seems to be okay, but some states did not get it. I know Mississippi, Arkansas, there were some people in North Carolina. Very sad, very tragic. So there's our pudding and our pineapple. Nice and green. But yeah, we were lucky this time. And it's like I told Mom, I said, Mom, do you want to come over here? Which probably wouldn't be the greatest place for her to come, because whenever we have a storm, our road, our little area seems to get it. With all the trees that we've had come down over the last 5 years, I can't believe it. I mean, what is it about this little stretch of land that these straight line winds like to come through? I don't know, but she said no, she was going to stay home, and I didn't push it because I feel like her area is safer than our area. All right, I'm going to put in the fruit cocktail. But everybody here's okay. There was some power outages, but I think we had like 6,000 or 3,000. I'm not sure if that might have been a combination of us and another state, but mandarin oranges are going through. I'm not a big fan of the mandarin oranges, but I had this can in the pantry and I want to use it. So I'm using an 11-ounce can of mandarin oranges, drained. I used to like them a lot when I was a kid, but I don't know. And we're just going to stir that in. It's green. It's mighty green. Can y'all see that? So let me tell y'all about Callie May. So she had an appointment with the vet last, was it Tuesday or Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday. I took her by myself because Matt he was at work. And we saw a different vet. And she was just supposed to go in for a splint change, and he ended up doing an x-ray and changing her splint. Well, her x-ray didn't look good. I'm going to sprinkle a few nuts in here. He said the brake was starting to splinter. So whatever Callie did, like here's her little paw, and then here's the leg that goes up. The brake is up here on this bone, and it came down, and it had split it. The first x-ray we saw, and this one it kind of splintered out. Y'all, he was scaring me to death because I just want, I talked to the last vet we went to, and he said, she's doing good. He felt some growth of something, and he said he thought it was starting to heal a little bit. Well, the x-ray showed something different, but this vet was saying he said the word amputate, and I'm like, what? And I was just, I couldn't even go there. He said that it's kind of splintered out, and he said there's a possibility that bone could even go through her leg, her skin on her leg, and come through. And he scared me all left and right, and I'm like, well, what if that happens? And she's got this splint on. Well, we know. And he said, well, you need to watch for blood and some, any kind of, anything, different that you see coming through the splint at the bottom of her leg, at her paw, or at the top. And so he said, now we could go ahead and put another splint on there and see what happens. And of course, that's what I chose to do, because he's talking, we could do surgery, which would be thousands and thousands of dollars with pins and all that, plates and everything in her leg. We could amputate, which is still going to be over $1,000, he said. And I said, well, let's just put the splint back on and we'll come back. He said, but you need to probably start coming back every week instead of every 2 weeks. So anyway, I was kind of upset because I just wasn't expecting all that. And he said, so I made an appointment for her to come back the next, I thought it was going to be the next week. Well, we came home. The next morning I got up, and Callie comes running. Every time she hears me get up in the morning, she comes running. Her splint was off of her leg. She had I went in where she sleeps at night to see where it was. And it's like she just walked out of it. It was just standing straight up on the floor. And so I called the vet and I took her back in and I asked to see the first vet that we had been seeing because he knows her history. You know, we've gotten used to him. We like him. And so he said he talked to the other vet. He said he looked at the x-ray. I'm putting roughly 2 cups. I have my measurer out here, but I'm just going to eyeball it. But you can measure out 2 cups of marshmallows. And he said it does look like the break has changed. He was going to do an x-ray on her 6-week checkup. So he told me, you know, he was he's so good with her. He's so gentle. And he was kind of feeling her leg. And y'all, she's such an angel. She just laid there. She never flinched. She never meowed. She never did anything. She just laid there and let him kind of pull on her leg and I feel like if she were in pain, she would have done something. She did a couple of times turn and look at him, you know, but nothing like she was hurting or anything. She wasn't jerking her leg away. She's just a perfect kitty cat. She's so sweet. And she's kind of petite. To me, she is. But then again, I've only seen her next to Clemson, and he's a beast. So anyway, he said, well, go ahead and put the splint on her. And he said the difference why her splint probably came off is because he always puts something, I think he called it Trax, down on her paw. And that kind of holds the splint there. And the other vet hadn't done that, so that's probably why she walked out of it. But anyway, so she goes back in 2 weeks, and we're gonna he'll take the splint off, and we'll see. We'll just see what happens then. I don't know. But I was just kind of upset. I just hate to, and when she was here, when the splint had come off and she was walking around, you know, her leg was just dangling. She's still not walking on it or anything. But it's like, I don't know, just hearing that word amputate just threw me. I wasn't prepared for it. And it just kind of shocked me. And I was like, oh my goodness. But she's doing good. She's real attached to me, but she's always been attached to me. And I'm just stirring in this Cool Whip, y'all. She's eating well. She's a little more mobile. She comes out more, and she stays right with me. As a matter of fact, the other night when we had the storm, Matt said he came through the living room because I'd fallen asleep on the couch waiting out this storm. And he said when he came in the living room, Callie was up on this couch with her little paws propped on the couch. I guess she was trying to wake me up or something. And he said when she saw him, she took off running. So I don't know. She's so sweet. But that's where we are with her leg. So I don't know what we're going to do. But we're just going to hope for the best. Maybe a miracle will happen. All right, y'all. So I think I've got everything in here. I'm just going to kind of get this all now. It's more of a light mint color green. Y'all can see that. Smells good. Marshmallows and Cool Whip always smell good. So that's the update on the storms, and that's the update on Callie. Sweet Callie. I do know Callie does not like to ride in a car. That's the only time she kind of cries and meows a lot is when she's in the car. She doesn't like that. But, all right, I'll show y'all what this looks like a little bit closer. There it is. Pistachio fruit salad. A little green for St. Patrick's Day. Now let me grab a spoon here and we'll dip some up in my bowl. I'm not going to eat it just yet. I will taste it, but I've got my lunch over here. I'll show y'all what I'm going to have for lunch. And I'll have this as a dessert. These little cups I got at the Dollar Tree, I think 2 years ago. I used them at one of my little lunch events with my family. And I love them. And they're so pretty to do like a little simple fruit salad or a little dessert in there. So there's what my fruit salad looks like. Let's give it a taste. Can y'all hear Beauregard? I better stop, because if I don't, I won't eat my lunch. I'll show you what I'm going to have here in just a second. Move this out of the way. I was going to do this video live, but since Facebook's going to delete the lives, anything that I do where I do a recipe, or somewhat of a recipe in my case, I don't want to do that as a live because it'll go away after 30 days. This way, if it's pre-recorded, you can go back and check it and find it, unless they start deleting those too, but who knows. Hold on 1 second, y'all. And I'll grab my lunch while I'm over here. So this is going to be my lunch today. Matt and I went out for something to eat a day or two ago, and I never can eat my whole sandwich, so I brought it home. So I've got an Italian sub here, and I've got some French fries and some ketchup. So that's going to be my lunch. This is going to be my dessert. This was my morning coffee this morning. Y'all, I've had this cup, this mug for a couple years now. And it kind of gets pushed up in the back. And I saw it, I'm like, I have to start using this mug more often because it says meow on it. So it's backwards for y'all, but so we'll have that, our coffee mini mornings with Callie and the meow mug. All right, everybody, that is it for me. I just wanted to do a little something for St. Patrick's Day. It's quick and easy to throw together, so if you don't have anything and you're having some people over for a St. Patrick's Day meal or something, throw together a quick fruit salad and just add some green pistachio pudding or some green, do something with some green Jell-O, and you've got yourself a nice colorful meal. Thank y'all so much for watching. Remember to keep everyone in your thoughts that went through this terrible storm. I heard that the winds were in some places 190 miles per hour. I cannot even imagine. It's just, it's awful to think about. And then keep Callie in your thoughts also, and hope her little leg has some kind of miraculous healing, and that we won't have to think about that option. All right, everybody, have a great St. Patrick's Day. I hope you have lots of luck today and every day, and we'll see you again real soon.